Right, everyone, welcome to part 3 of my Q&A series of videos. I'm just going to carry on with the questions because if I keep talking and digressing, then we don't get many questions in. So apologies if you've kind of sat there and thought, oh, get on with it. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so next questions are from Shock16, proper legend. Adam, met him at the Ultimate Gamer weekend and he's a proper legend. He really is just an absolute top bloke. Proper decent, just got on with him straight away, proper click with him. I know I keep saying proper, but we did. And yeah, he's just got the most awesome videos, he really has, and I don't know if I should say this, but considering people have posted comments on his channel already about it, what I will say is I've recently collaborated with him. I'm not going to say exactly what yet, but it's going to be proper funny. Just very cool, and just had so much fun doing it. We've still got a bit more to go in terms of it's kind of a group one and like a battle, like a duel. That's all I'm going to say because otherwise I'll give too much away. But look out soon, watch this space on his channel. I'm going to be appearing, okay? And it's just a lot of fun, and you'll know what you mean when you see it. But literally, I don't know when he's going to put it up yet. He's currently editing it and putting it together. But just watch this space. Keep an eye on his channel. When it goes up, I'll let you guys know in case you're not already aware about it. But yeah, we have collaborated, and it was just a lot of fun. And he's just an awesome guy. He really is. He did a response to Livebird8. I think it's her name. Her tag response about the upward shuffle. So you answer questions based on the shuffle. And you know what? Just before I answer his questions, I thought I would just do one because I was really intrigued about the tag. So this is my iPod. I've got the iPod Nano. What was it? I keep forgetting what it is. It's the second generation. 4 GB or something like that. Anyway, it's got a cover on it, so it's black. You can't really see the text. Alright, there's one where it says what was it? How are you feeling right now? And we're just going to do that one. So let me just find shuffle, right? And it's pretty cool as well because Adam's like shuffle. So right, how are you feeling right now? Shuffle. Oh, that's brilliant. Sexy Chick by David Guetta featuring Akon. That's proper funny. Sexy Chick. How are you feeling right now? Like a sexy chick. Random. Didn't expect that song to come on, that's for sure. But yeah, okay. I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, anyway. Okay, so let's get on to the questions. Get on with it, Dan. Okay, so Shock16, Adam, he's asked, he's basically said, first off, massive congratulations on hitting the 800 subs mark. Nice one, dude. Appreciate it. And now his questions are, these are probably some of the best questions I've ever been asked. Now, there's a movie question. What movie or movies do you reckon have the best soundtracks to them? Oh, that's just like the ultimate dream question. Because now you know I'm going to go off on a tangent. When I've just said I'm trying to get your words out. Just when I've said I'm not going to do that anymore, I'll try and condense it. Okay, now obviously some of you may know that I absolutely adore film music, having done a degree where I did a lot of it, and I just absolutely love it in general. But films that I recommend to you guys that you have to go and watch have the best soundtracks, whether they're epic soundtracks, beautiful soundtracks, etc. Bicentennial Man, featuring Robin Williams. Music by James Horner. Absolutely gorgeous score. It's just beautiful, emotional, got so much in there. Absolutely love it. I've got piano performances also on my YouTube channel of me doing pieces from that soundtrack. Just absolutely love it. Another soundtrack that I'd probably recommend is, it's a bit cheesy, but Titanic, again, because James Horner's my favourite film composer and he's scored that. Absolutely brilliant. Avatar, again, James Horner. You can tell he's my favourite composer. Absolutely amazing soundtrack. Very, very, very good. Just very, very driven, really, with the drums. It carries you through, and it's very atmospheric at times, and just very upbeat and very, 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 very cleverly done. In terms of really proper epic tracks, probably obviously Hans Zimmer, who did Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a pretty cool soundtrack. The World Trade Center by Craig Armstrong is a beautiful, haunting piece of music, the soundtrack. The Haunting by Jerry Goldsmith, the remake version from 1999, starring Catherine Zeta-Jones, Lily Taylor and Owen Wilson, and Liam Neeson. Alright guys, I'm just jumping into this question as well, just to say one more soundtrack. Basically, I've changed what I'm wearing as well because I had to cut the video at some point, so I'll go back to what I was wearing before and then I'll end up wearing this again for the rest of it. So I'll kind of be like, black t-shirt, now I'm wearing grey, I'll go back to black t-shirt and then I'll go back to grey again. Because I'm jumping into this little bit and then I'm going to be changing it at the end as well. Basically, yeah, so I've just spoken about a load of really awesome film soundtrack. Another one that I forgot to mention was one called My Dog Skip. Now, it's a really beautiful soundtrack, so much so that I've actually tuned out some of the pieces from the soundtrack, which are on my channel. And it's just a really emotional soundtrack that's absolutely awesome, and it's just so good. And really, I mean, I love beautiful soundtrack, I love epic soundtracks, so anything that's like a big budget action movie, so anything like Transformers, anything where you've just got the strings and the violins and everything that are just playing really fast passages to create tension. I just love anything like that, really. Well, obviously there's some that I've mentioned here anyway that I absolutely love listening to as it is. And even Star Trek 8 First Contact, the theme to that is just absolutely immense. It's just so good. So I would definitely recommend that one as well. So yeah, we're going to jump back out to me as I was before, and then we'll go back to the rest of it afterwards. Requiem for a Dream has got a really epic, haunting soundtrack. You know, the dun dun tsh, dun 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 tsh. Yeah, probably Pirates of the Caribbean, Titanic, and probably Bicentennial Man. I'd probably say off the top of my head. But there's absolutely loads. There really is. But there's absolutely gorgeous soundtracks. They really are, and I just can't recommend them highly enough, really. And obviously there's just loads. Like, my favourite film composers are James Horner, John Williams and Jerry Goldsmith. So there's scores there like Jumanji, Hook, Gremlins, which has got a really funny comedy soundtrack. There's loads, absolutely loads, and I'm digressing, so right, okay. Next question from Shock 16. Music. Okay, if you could create a music album, oh wow, and work with anyone in the industry, who would you collaborate with on your album? Wow. Okay, yeah, okay. One person I'd love to collaborate with would be Maxim Maravitsa. Now, for those of you that don't know him, he is a pianist who is just incredibly talented. He's done a version of Flight of the Bumblebee where it's just like mental. And what he does is he plays classical pieces on the piano with a beat behind them. So a bit like I was doing with Canon, but with a piano sound. So it'd be like Flight of the Bumblebee, and he'd have the beat. I'd love to collaborate with him because he is just like one of the world's best pianists, in my opinion. And obviously he'd blow me out of the water because I'm not as good as him. But I would love to do something with him. It'd just be an honour to be in the same room as him, as all that talent, and just to be able to be there with him. If you type into YouTube Maxim, M-A-K-S-I-M, and then his surname is pronounced Maravitsa, if I remember rightly, but it's spelled M-R-V-I-C-A. So it's not actually spelled as you would say it. And just look at some of his videos. He's done Grieg's Piano Concerto, and he's done a really cool dance version and piano of that. Flight of the Bumblebee, as I've just said. Saraband by Handel. Oh, it's just, so good. Really is so good. I would love to play with him and just do like a duet or something on the piano, on two pianos, would just be absolutely immense. And then in terms of someone that could probably like a remixer or someone, probably DJ Tiesto, because he's a proper immense dude. He really is. I've seen videos of him doing like his proper like gigs and stuff, where he's behind that massive, behind the massive DJ decks and stuff, and he's spinning away with his headphones on, and the atmosphere, I bet, is just absolutely electric. So probably as a DJ Tiesto for doing like dance and like remixes and stuff, and as another pianist, probably Maxim Maravitsa. Definitely, I'd love to collaborate with either or both of them. Would just be an absolute dream come true, really. And also Mining Class, because I think she's very attractive for starters, and she's just awesome on the piano. Really, it really is. I've got all her albums and was just completely impressed. Really, really good. She's done a lot of classical stuff. She's done film stuff as well. So she's done stuff from Braveheart. She's done Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. She's done versions of If You're Not the One by Daniel Bedingfield, and also Crawling by Linkin Park. Just very, very cool. So I wouldn't mind collaborating with her either. Okay, now gaming. I love the fact that also for that one, Shock 16 Adam, put With You on your album. So I'm definitely going to have an album. Woo! That'd be so cool. Okay, gaming. What's your most prized gaming possessions? This could be either games, consoles, or even memorabilia or collectibles. Prized possession. Prized possession. Prized possession. My most prized possession in terms of gaming. It can be a game, it can be a memorabilia, collectibles, it can be a console. This question I didn't sort of think about too much. Well, for starters, absolutely, my Sonic plushie. Okay, so without a doubt, Sonic plushie that Wendy bought me, absolutely love it to bits. One of my most prized possessions because I love Sonic so much. That would be one of them for absolute definite. So the Sonic plushie. Alright guys, basically got up to that point and I had to stop the video because my parents came in and they would have thought I was talking to myself and would have actually thought I was gone crazy. So I thought it was easy if I just stop talking, turn it all off, wait till they've gone out again the following day or so, and then carry on again. So yeah, you've just seen me saying that my Sonic plushie was one of my most prized possessions. So again, there it is, up there. And before I started recording this little bit now, guys, I sort of had another bit of a think about other things that I've got, the kind of my prized possessions. And really, what I would say, to be honest, is probably. See, I don't want to kind of make it seem like my prized possessions are things that are most expensive, because that's just boring then. You just say, oh, they're your most prized because they're expensive. It's got to be something that's quirky and that's something that really does stand out. So for me, to be honest, guys, I'd say, not necessarily for the fact that it's really, really awesome and special, but for its quirkiness, I'd probably say this little guy here, this little bobblehead, the guy from Fallout 3, that you get with the collector's edition tin, which is this tin here, is not really for the sense that it's, you know, something that I really kind of, you know, keep, something that I really kind of have as my prized possession, but it's just something that's really, I think it's quite quirky, it's quite interesting, and yeah, and to be honest, I'd probably say, okay, as well as my Sonic plushie, I'd probably say one of my most prized possessions are probably my CDI collection. Now, really, that's because they're so scarce. And I don't know anyone else on YouTube that I'm currently subscribed to that has a CDI collection as big as mine. Now, basically, everyone knows about the CDI, that it flopped and it wasn't the greatest console in the world, and it's unnecessarily big. But I don't know anyone else that's got a collection as big as mine. Now, basically, I've got 44 CDI games. Now that's quite a lot for a CDI collection. It's one of those consoles where people kind of overlook it and they don't really pay much attention to it, and they may have like a couple of games here and there, but it's nothing that they'll go collecting for. Whereas for me, I've got like a really big collection. I have like collected for it quite a bit. So just quickly, before we move on to the next set of questions, I'll just show you guys my collection, really. If you saw my Games Room tour, you would have seen it in there as well. That's basically where it says Philips. That's basically the controller pad. I managed to save the box. And literally, guys, if I just pan down a bit, I'm not very good at doing this. It's a really dodgy angle. Sorry about this, guys. There we go. So it starts on the left-hand side, and it basically travels all the way along, to about there. And you've got some vertical and some horizontal on top as well. So yeah, I'd probably say then, guys, my Sonic the Hedgehog plushie that the awesome Wendy sent me, and my CDI collection, really. And we'll have to leave it for that part, guys. Join me in the fourth part, and we'll go through the rest of the questions. Stick with it.